for my final introduction tutorial, I would just like to walk you around the website a little bit. As you can see, this is the main screen that we've already discussed, and this is our class. That demo class will always be there for you to look at. So under our class, if we click on that, there are a few options I want to show you. First is our display settings. If I click on display settings, I can edit my students and behaviors, which of course I can also do here for edit class. I can choose how big or how small my names of my students and the sizes of their avatars are. I can choose if I want to sort them by their first name or probably by the order of your roster, which is last names, which is the easiest way for me to do it. Point bubbles we can discuss a little bit later, and same with our awards and sounds. Those are things that we can discuss once we get into those topics. Also, a really cool random trick for us is a timer, and a timer is going to work to catch the students in a certain behavior. And there's two different ways that we can do it. So I just clicked on the word timer, so now that the timer is showing. One way I could do it is to just start it at 0, press start, and my timer will be counting up. Maybe I'm timing the kids for something and I want to see how long it takes them, then I can use the timer this way. Pausing it to stop it. If you want to get back to 0, you just click reset. Let's say instead, and the real purpose for this is, let's say you want to catch the students doing a certain behavior every 5 minutes. So what you might do, and this is a wonderful, helpful tool for you, is to change the countdown, change it from counting up to counting down, and you can choose your time. Now I've obviously already used 5 minutes, so that was the one saved in here. You can do 6 minutes, 8 minutes, however long you want. So I'll do 10 minutes. And then once again, you are going to click start, and it will count down. So when the timer goes off, that might be a great reminder for me as I'm teaching, oh, it's been a good amount of time. I would now like to catch someone doing a certain behavior and reward them for it. I'm going to pause it, and I can also hide the timer once I am not using it anymore, or if it is unnecessary at the time. Under Miss Roach, under your name over here, there's your profile settings. That's another thing you can change about your website. We've already put in our title, first name and last name, our school, and our login details. And our language and time zone is also here, along with the terms and conditions and privacy policy. It's really important you know where all of this is in case you ever need to change it for any reason. Also, you can see I can choose to have an avatar for myself as well, and I can choose any of the pre-made avatars here. There are 5 to choose from. Instead, if I wanted a real picture of myself, I could always click upload a photo, and I can choose from the web, from a certain link, taking a picture of myself right now with my webcam, or using my computer to choose a file will take you through your own computer and let you choose a picture. So you could do any of those. I will choose this avatar as myself. And you're going to save and, submit query. One last thing I want to show you, I'm going to make my screen a little smaller so it's easier for you to see, is that down at the corner, which this was cut out earlier, down at the corner there are ideas and help. This is a really helpful thing for you to see. If I go to the help section, it actually opens another tab in my browser. And there are some great frequently asked questions here. There are some questions that teachers constantly are asking, so you can always click through these, or maybe just read through them just to kind of give you some more information of how teachers use them, some ideas, maybe some questions with how certain things work. Of course, we'll be going over some of these in the tutorial, but you can see there are lots of questions already in here. I'm going to click back to the last tab, and then of course you can type your own question here and contact support if they don't have the answer to your question. And down here is ideas. And this is for if you have an idea to be submitted to Class Dojo. Maybe there's something about the website that you think you would, use differently if it worked this way, or a way you could add it to make it a little bit better. I actually do know a teacher in my building who has contacted Class Dojo with questions, and Class Dojo is amazing with their customer support, and they do get back to you really quickly, and it is a real person. I've actually had Class Dojo people email me randomly to ask if I need help with anything, so they're very supportive and very helpful. And so I just wanted to make sure I showed you that in case you ever came up with any new ideas on your own. And that is all for the final introductory tutorial. When we start the next set of tutorials, that will focus more on how to actually use the website now that you're all set up.